people are not aware of how many pesticides, hormones, and antibiotics are sprayed on, eaten by, or injected into the foods they consume daily, most of which are not terribly harmful to humans, and people can live a perfectly healthy lifestyle eating them their entire life. Whole Foods Market is the largest chain of natural and organic grocery stores in the world. You will find no GMOs, no hydrogenated fats, and no artificial anything in any of the stores. Throughout this speech, I will be discussing the history of Whole Foods, the values they base the company off of, organic and conventional foods, and how Whole Foods gives back to communities all across America. The first Whole Foods opened its doors on September 20th, 1980 in Austin, Texas. The chain was founded by a 27-year-old college dropout named John Mackey, who remained CEO of the company until 2009. Whole Foods was immediately a hit because it was one of the largest health food stores of that time, and just coming out of the hippie era, everyone was into organic foods. Less than a year after opening its doors, one of the most devastating floods Austin has ever seen hit, and the entire inventory of Whole Foods was wiped out, with damages adding up to in excess of $400,000. Vendors, customers, team members, and creditors all pitched in to repair and replenish the lost product in the store, which made it possible for the store to open just a short 28 days later. Today you will find 284 Whole Foods in the world, 273 of them in the United States, 6 in Canada, and 5 in the United Kingdom. Now that you know a little bit about the history of Whole Foods, let's look at the 5 core values they base the entire company off. Number 1 is selling the highest quality of natural and organic products available. We define quality by evaluating the ingredients, freshness, safety, taste, nutritive value, and appearance of all the products we carry, says WholeFoodsMarket.com. Number 2 is satisfying and delighting our customers. Depending on every store, team members are given $20 to $30 a day to sample out in products, so customers can try new items and they're not wasting their money buying them if they don't like them. Number 3 is supporting team members' happiness and excellence. Whole Foods offers incredibly empowering work environments by making opportunities to move up in the company within reach for just about everyone. Number 4 is creating wealth through profits and growth. Whole Foods is committed to outstanding customer service to keep people coming back so we can continue to make money and open new stores and employ people all across America. Number 5 is caring about our communities and environment. All stores uphold wise environmental practices by recycling as many things as possible and reusing as many items as possible. Whole Foods also gives a minimum of 5% of the yearly profits to a variety of community and nonprofit organizations. People tend to think organic foods are better for their bodies and the environment. Whole Foods carries both organic and conventional foods, and here's why. Based on nutrient values, some organic foods tend to be higher, but not all. A recent study showed that organic ketchup has 57% more of the antioxidant lycopene than regular ketchup, says CNN.com. To say that all organic foods contain higher nutrient values would be ahead of science because that has not been proven yet, nor may it ever be. Also, not organic products are necessarily better for you than conventional items. For example, an organic potato chip has just as much calories and fat as a conventional potato chip. As for the environment, the pesticides used on conventional foods are dangerous for humans and the land, but there is nothing scientifically proven that says that organics are better for the environment. Whole Foods prides themselves on the fact that they give back to communities with just about everything they do. As stated earlier, they give a minimum of 5% of their yearly profits to communities and nonprofit organizations. Every store also tries to hold at least 2 5% days a year. These are days where the store picks an organization local to the community where they donate 5% of the total daily sales to that organization. The stores will typically try and draw out a larger crowd on these days by having certain popular items on sale and holding tours and educational classes. Stores also give back by involving team members in groups that exist in every Whole Foods store. A group just recently implemented is called TIME, which means Team Member Involvement means excellence. This group focuses on getting team members more involved in all the stuff that Whole Foods does and all the organizations they try and give back to. Every store also has 1 or 2 people that are known as the Green Mission Specialists. These people are dedicated to finding new ways to recycle and save energy. With new recycling programs coming out almost daily, these people research and find a way to make Whole Foods a part of this. Most Whole Foods right now recycle all normal recycling items, number 5 recyclables, foil wrappers from granola bars, Capri Sun pouches, and foil wrappers that granola bars come in. We have partners with recycling programs called Preserve, which take number 5 plastics and make them into common household items such as razors and toothbrushes. One of my favorite parts of Whole Foods is a thing called the Whole Planet Foundation. This foundation gives out microloans to women in third world countries. The average loan is just $200 and requires no collateral or contract. Whole Planet Foundation is focusing efforts on the villages and rural communities that supply our source with products such as tropical fruit, vegetables, teas, and coffee with WholePlanetFoundation.com. In conclusion, Whole Foods is a great place known for a number of different reasons. They have overcome hard times since the beginning and has grown to become the well-built company it is today. This year marks its 30th anniversary and it still upholds the same standards, practices, and values it has since it opened in 1980. Not many places exist like Whole Foods, so it's nice to have one so close to home that we are able to shop at. It has so many incredible programs and foundations they donate so much money to in places in need. Also, their products and vendors are all so unique that you can't really find stuff like in Whole Foods anywhere else. A flood couldn't stop them 30 years ago, and nothing can stop them now. Any questions?
Yes, I have one. You mentioned GMOs. What is a GMO?
It means genetically modified organisms. Anyone else?
I have a question.
Yes.
Is everything in the store organic?
Not everything is organic. Everything is all natural. They do have organic products. Anyone else?
Is it more expensive than a regular grocery store?
Some items are more expensive, but Whole Foods has a Whole Foods brand called 365, which means 365 days a year, and everything is very comparable to other supermarkets.